Manchester United just handed Marcus Rashford something nobody expected, and it might completely change how his future at Old Trafford plays out. Today at Carrington, with the Leeds United friendly closing in fast, Michael Carrick cranked the intensity right up, and one name dominated every single conversation on that training ground. The day kicked off in the gym, players grinding through fitness and conditioning work built to keep bodies sharp through this brutal stretch of pre-season. Nobody wants to hit the new campaign undercooked, and Carrick's staff know exactly how much this early groundwork matters once the fixtures start piling up. Physios and coaches kept a close eye on the fitness stragglers too, monitoring anyone still working their way back from injury. United can't afford to enter the new season short on bodies, so workload management has become just as important as the drills themselves right now. Once the gym work wrapped up, the group moved outside onto the grass, and that's when things got properly serious. Carrick ran the squad through structured shape work, passing patterns, spacing, movement between the lines, decision-making under pressure, the actual building blocks of the identity he's trying to stamp onto this team. These aren't throwaway sessions anymore. Every rep is being used to sharpen understanding between players and build real chemistry ahead of a demanding campaign. Set pieces got serious attention too, both attacking and defensive routines, with the coaching staff demanding total concentration from every player involved. It's the kind of detail that quietly wins or loses matches, and United clearly want to become more dangerous from dead balls while getting much harder to break down defending them. Corner routines were run over and over, blocking systems refined, marking assignments drilled into muscle memory. These are the small margins Carrick keeps talking about, the difference between 3 points and none across a long, grinding Premier League campaign. Then came the high-intensity transition drills, pressing triggers, quick switches of play, the raw speed of shifting from defense into attack in a heartbeat. Players were pushed physically and mentally, forced to make split-second reads under fatigue, exactly the kind of scenario they'll face once competitive fixtures start coming. Thick and fast. But none of that ended up being the headline. Something far bigger stole the entire show. Marcus Rashford was back on the grass with his boyhood club. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We're covering every twist in this Rashford story as it unfolds, and trust me, there's a lot more still to come. Fresh off his loan spell in Barcelona, Rashford walked back into Carrington and instantly became the biggest storyline at the entire club. His long-term future has hung over Old Trafford for months now, but stepping back onto that training pitch finally gives him a real shot to prove himself to Carrick all over again. This is a boyhood academy graduate, a player who once looked untouchable in that red shirt, now quietly fighting to remind everyone exactly what he's still capable of. So will he actually get minutes against Leeds? Every sign points to yes. Reports suggest United genuinely want him involved, finally giving supporters their first real look at Rashford back in a competitive setting after all this uncertainty. Naturally, Carrick's coaching staff are watching everything closely, his sharpness, his physical condition, his attitude around the group, and how quickly he can adapt to the demands of the current squad. Every single rep on that training pitch right now is basically a live audition. And then came the twist absolutely nobody saw coming. Manchester United have reportedly handed Rashford the number 14 shirt, and this is not just routine squad admin. It's a statement, a clear signal that the door hasn't just been left open, it's been thrown wide open for him. Sources say he's now travelling with the full squad for Wednesday's clash against Leeds, another concrete step forward in his return after months of transfer speculation swirling around his name. Here's the part that'll genuinely surprise you. Rashford himself reportedly wants to stay. Despite all the noise about a possible move away this summer, the 28-year-old is said to be completely focused on winning Carrick over, getting back to full fitness and proving his value from the inside rather than chasing an exit elsewhere. And Carrick, according to insiders close to the situation, is actively pushing behind the scenes to keep him. The manager reportedly wants Rashford in his plans long-term and is ready to give him a genuine, fair chance to earn his shirt back through performances, not promises. That kind of backing from the top is exactly what Rashford needs right now, a manager willing to stake some credibility on the idea that the old version of him is still in there somewhere. Of course, nothing here is completely guaranteed just yet. If a major European club shows up with a serious, acceptable proposal, the entire situation could flip almost overnight. But as things stand right now, every indication points toward Rashford staying at Old Trafford and fighting properly for his place under Carrick rather than forcing his way out. Handing him the number 14 might end up being one of the most symbolic moments of United's entire summer, real proof that the club still believes in the kid who came up through their own academy system. For a player who has worn nothing but that badge across his entire professional career, this next chapter matters more than almost anything else happening at the club right now. Back at Carrington, the overall mood stays locked in and focused. Fitness work continues, tactical drilling continues, and injured players are being carefully managed with the new Premier League season now within touching distance. The plan is simple to say but genuinely hard to execute: build a fitter, sharper, more organised United, capable of actually competing at the very top again. And with Rashford now firmly back in the fold, every eye at Old Trafford will be locked on whether he can rewrite his own story in that famous red shirt. But training ground drama isn't the only thing brewing at United this summer. The club are also deep in the hunt for a new defensive midfielder, and honestly, this single decision could end up shaping their entire season one way or the other. Carrick wants more steel, more energy, and far more control through the middle of the park. And three names keep resurfacing across the reports right now: Manu, Nezaka, and so out of these three, which one actually fits what United desperately need? Start with. The Roma midfielder brings raw physicality and relentless, non-stop energy, exactly the kind of ball-winning aggression Premier League crowds absolutely love watching. He thrives on physical duels, drives forward confidently with the ball at his feet, and could turn defensive situations into fast attacks within seconds. Picture him breaking up a Leeds counter-attack, surging forward through midfield, and slipping a perfect pass straight through to Bruno Fernandes. That is exactly the kind of midfield United have quietly been missing for a while now. Then there's Nezaka, a genuinely different profile altogether. He brings size, athleticism, and enough technical polish to contribute meaningfully at both ends of the pitch. He isn't just a pure destroyer sitting in front of the defense. He can also carry possession forward and support the attack when needed, and that versatility really matters, because Carrick simply can't build a functioning midfield full of players who only know how to defend. United genuinely need footballers who can win the ball back and then actually do something useful with it, players comfortable enough on the ball to help control the tempo of a match rather than just breaking up opposition play and handing it straight back. Finally, the biggest and most glamorous name of the three, a Real Madrid midfielder with genuine pedigree at the very highest level of the game, someone whose experience in massive, high-pressure matches would be an instant upgrade for this United side. Offers physical strength, positional discipline, real composure on the ball, and a natural understanding of how to protect his back four. He's the type of player who screens the defense, reads danger well before it happens, and instantly gives the whole team more structure and authority. If United could actually get a deal like this over the line, it would immediately change how rivals view the squad on paper, giving Carrick a genuine platform to build from rather than papering over the same old cracks. Landing him would be a genuine statement signing in every sense of the word. So here's the real question worth asking: does United's midfield actually need a fighter, a hybrid, or a world-class shield? Drop your pick down in the comments right now and stick around, because between Rashford's next move and this ongoing midfield chase, Manchester United's summer is really only just getting started.